Time right now, 6:41 on this Tuesday morning, taking a live look at the roadways. This is I-35 at US 77 through Waco. We're taking a look at the roadways. They may still be a little slick this morning. We did have some showers come in overnight. For more on that, let's turn things over now to meteorologist Ashley Carter. A lot of people wondering, any more rain on the way today, Ashley?
Yeah, a lot of people really want this rain to come, but a little bit of bad news for you this morning. We're going to start to see that rain does come to an end as we get into the late morning hours. And as we take a look at radar right now, we're starting to see it slowly drift off further west. But a little bit of good news for you this morning. This is not the only day where we'll see those rain chances, and I'll break that down for you in much more detail right now as we take this hour by hour. This is your look by the time we get into 8 o'clock. And before we even get to your lunch hour, we're going to see a much drier picture, plenty of sunshine in the sky. But as we go into this afternoon, we have another chance for some of our western areas to see some of those isolated showers and storms before we all start to see a drier picture as we head to bed tonight. So this rain was actually pretty good for some areas that are in that extreme and exceptional drought. Didn't pick up a tremendous amount of rain, that soaking rain that we really need for this drought situation, but more than what we've seen for most of the month. So a little bit of a win there. And as I said, as we go into the next couple of days, we have another shot for some of those showers. Here's your current look at those temperatures as you head out the door. In the lower 70s for most of central Texas, with some of our western zones are cooler spots in the upper 60s this morning. 77 degrees is what it's checking into in College Station. That's our warmer spot. 74 if you're out in Waco. So temperature difference wise, that's about a 5 to 10 degree difference than what we were just waking up to, say, 24 hours ago. And as we go on throughout the morning, it's going to look a little bit differently than what we saw yesterday as well. We're actually going to stay in the 70s, only reaching that 80 degree mark by the time we get into 10 o'clock. And as we hit to lunch hour, look at that, still staying with those temperatures in the mid 80s. So sunshine this afternoon, it's going to warm those temperatures up back into the 90s. About 95 degrees is where we're laying for most of central Texas, with some of those higher totals in those areas in the Brazos Valley in the upper 90s. So the car wash forecast for the last month has really looked like green lights all the way through. This day, it's actually going to look like the yellow lights. Tomorrow, we're not going to see any rain. We're going to see that those temperatures in the mid 90s once again. But once we get to Thursday, and really as we head into this holiday weekend, that's when those rain chances start to get on the increase because of this tropical low pressure system that's going to start to make its way inland into the Texas coast. So each and every afternoon, once we get to Thursday, we have a slight chance to see some of those showers. Better chances are going to come by the time we get into your Friday afternoon. This is your look by the time we get into your Friday evening, and it's going to be mainly in those areas east of I-35. Once we get into your Saturday morning, should be good for those Saturday morning errands without the umbrella. But then take a look at this. By the time we get into the afternoon, another chance for some of those widespread showers occurs before we finally get to that drier picture as we head into the later part of your weekend. So something that we're going to be tracking with that low pressure is where it ends up, because that's going to affect these rainfall amounts as we head into this weekend. And then once we get closer to the 4th of July, that's when we get back to a drier picture with those highs in the upper 90s for any of those pool day plans for 4th of July.